let's go ahead and talk about the best first song. I know some of y'all looking at me kind of crooked. You wanted me to save that motherfucking that ace in the stash, which we all know to be track number 1 of Benny the Butcher TANA Talk 4, featuring J. Cole, Johnny P's Caddy. It's a gem. It's a gem. But it's also the first song on the album, and we have a certain way of going things around here, where the first song tends to set off what we think should set off the vibe of the entire project. So that's what's on Benny the Butcher's first song. No intros, straight to the music. I kind of like that. Johnny P's Caddy featuring J. Cole against first song number 1, So Properly, Freddie Gibbs. Couldn't be done.
If you don't say that album right.
Oh, you know what I can't read my handwriting.
It's 3 S's, my G.
3 S's, yeah.
And I was wondering, as a host, you know, so I'm wondering, I'm like, is he gonna be able to get this all night, man?
Listen,
man. I think it's being that it's a new artist is throwing you off, kid.
Maybe this is the new redlining.
I made the classic OCD mistake of following the exact spelling, and I put $signs, and then my E was too small, so the next letter is P. And like the first word that comes out is property. So it's like so. Again, respectfully,
I love it. I love it.
Talking
Shout out to you, Drew. Shout out to you, man.
We're talking Benny the Butcher, Johnny P's Caddy featuring J. Cole versus Freddie Gibbs, sold separately. That's first song, Couldn't Be Done. Let's go ahead and start with Freddie first, featuring the great Kelly Price.
Yeah. We ran out the whole top floor, you did. South Beach. Turn me up Thursday. I had to get all my hoes in. Everybody in the room. I was just too jiggy. Big rabbit. Yeah. They say we can do this shit, man. Yeah.
There you go.
They done let the PLs in the dope. Used to steal on the MX, just my bitch that on the floor. They call me myself, they say, hey, the West Coast got that coke. They see me now, I took the deuces and I float on the motherfucking rubber bands. Jump straight out the pocket to a cut the hand. Bitch, you straight in business, fuck your homie, I'm your pussy man. They say talking reckless on this shit might get me booked again. That's another album, Cocaine Rabbit, got him shook again.
Ooh. I want to say Cocaine Rabbit like he does. I can't do that. Cocaine Rabbit. I can't do that.
I've been listening to Gibbs for years now. It's great to see that he's still hanging on and still hanging in there and dropping fire.
He's doing his thing, man.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was
really good projects, like his last 4 or 5 projects.
Alfredo. Alfredo, right?
Alfredo, the joint with Mad Lib.
Oh,
yeah.
The joint with Mad Lib.
The 2 joints with Mad Lib.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So again, like I said, we wanted to talk first tracks. Again, we like to think around here that sort of should set off the vibe of the album. So that's the first vibe, you know, your man Freddie gives you. Let's talk about what Benny the Butcher brings to the table. We all know the track, again, was released as a single earlier in the year. Johnny P's Caddy featuring J. Cole.
Banger.
Woo. It's a Spanish sample, right?
Yeah, but if you listen carefully, well, listen, I'll tell you when we talk about it.
This ain't my story about rags to riches, more about how I mastered physics. In a game I used to train like Rocky.
Yo, man, especially with these 2 artists, they remind you that beats do matter, bro.
Yes,
beats do matter. Production is an important part to a whole song being dope.
Absolutely.
I didn't hear anything you said. I'm so sorry. What was that?
I was saying that these 2 artists, they did a really great job, especially in this era these days, this time, as far as emphasizing how dope or important production is to your music. Because we've heard so much like, oh, you don't need a beat. Just listen to what he's saying. It's like you're forgetting the part that they both have to they got to marry for it to be a great song. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a fact. Again, so you got both songs. You've heard them both. You see what we're working with. Again, right here, we're talking best first song off each album. Does it set off the album vibe, if you will? Is it your better song, your favorite song? Whatever hill you want to stand on, but we are talking about the first 2 songs in each project. Who do you got? Who wants to go first?
Shout out to DJ Phantom.
Shout out to Phantom.
I like how Ike is sitting back. He's waiting. So both of these artists really put out a good project, man. Really good project.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I gotta say that the bars that are on Johnny P's Caddy are like top-notch bars, man. Like both from Benny and J. Cole. J. Cole's verse is ridiculous. So I'm going with Benny the
Wake
Butcher.
up.
I'm going Benny the Butcher. Benny the Butcher.
Wake up, hobo.
Dance, baby, dance.
Benny the Butcher.
That dude hobo fell asleep, man. You all right?
Nah, the bar, I really, you don't understand. I really like both of these albums a
Yeah.
lot, man. Like a lot, bro. Like these are the two albums that I'm bumping right now, like consistently.
I can see
Yeah,
why.
we're in rotation. We're in rotation right
Heavy
now.
rotation.
And again, respectfully, we're talking music around here. Like I said, whatever
Yeah.
going on in these guys' personal lives, we don't know what's going on out there. We hope they work things out because it's all about the music at the end of the day. But right now, we're strictly talking musical skills. And again, these are both the last projects that both these artists recently dropped.
Yeah.
So Hobo being the first one to put his vote down, he's picking Benny the Butcher, Johnny P's Caddy featuring J. Cole. Again, just to sort of summarize, does anybody feel the same?
Yeah, you can put me down. You can put me down for Benny the Butcher.
Mike approves of my vote.
Well, and for me, in the sense of, I think Benny's song actually with J. Cole is the perfect example of what the album is going to be like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get that from the Freddie Gibbs. You know what I mean?
Right.
That first track is a dope first track, but the album gets way doper towards the end. So
Agreed.
I feel the opposite way. I feel like the Benny the Butcher's that track should have been later on down the line, not as an opener.
I could agree with that.
Why do you say that though?
The tempo of it is like, it's something that it's like later. It feels like it's supposed to be later on during the track listing. It's dope. It's dope.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Well, Trip, with that being said, are you not picking Benny, or are you just picking Benny?
I'm picking Gibbs.
Oh, why do you like
It's a Carmel City type of thing.
But what is it about Gibbs's couldn't be done? Is it the underdog kind of feeling? The underdog?
No, it's like the way the tempo was. It was like more driven. It was more driven down the slow pace of the Butcher song. So
I get what Trip is saying. I get that.
I respect that.
I can
respect
relate
that,
to
yeah.
what Trip is saying, because
I could definitely respect that.
when I was doing obviously my homework and research for today's battle, the most popular song on Benny the Butcher's album is obviously the J. Cole record by a landslide.
Probably added by J. Cole. I'm sure he adds to that because his fan base is
100%.
Has to.
Plus the fact that it was the lead single and all that good stuff. And there's a video. You know, a lot of it's not just J. Cole, it's a lot of attributes that bring it to that level, right?
Yeah.
Brings up is a good point. Like, and not so much about the pace that he was mentioning, but like pre-pause, he shot his load a little too early. It's one of the best records on that album, and he put it first. And even if you're looking at numbers, which we should never really do, and we're just talking, numbers logistically for this particular question, it's a landslide difference. Like, it's double-digit millions versus single-digit millions.
But you know what though? But you know what? With all due respect too, a lot of the Griselda records have slow tempos anyway. They don't have fast tempo records.
Some of them don't even have drum tracks.
That's why I said that this was like perfect for how the feel of the album is. You know what I mean? Like overall, it absolutely.
Yeah.
Just to add to Triple C's point and yours, is like, you're right, because it does give the tempo of the album. But I feel like any other song could have gave that exact same feeling in terms of like just the tempo of the album. Whereas I feel like Johnny P's Caddy, like I said, is such a big record. Like, wouldn't it have been fun to catch, like, as maybe again almost on some baseball shit, like as what do you guys call it, the cleaner upper, or the person who comes in to clean up and shit, like closer, so whatever, like just something, whatever. Just but like
closer.
Closer. Okay.
I just meant like if you got three guys on base, doesn't one guy come in to fucking bring everybody in?
Yeah, clean up.
Clean up. Yeah.
That would have been a great cleanup record again, because it was just like, this is huge. But again, not to take away anything from the rest of the album, because the album was insane. I was more curious, like, why is there such a big drastic difference in number? But that Cole, it having a video, it being the first single, all these things lead to it being such a, again, we talked about it earlier off camera, how some of the songs on sold separately, which are considered the bonus tracks, were out for a year beforehand, which explains their large number compared to these recent tracks that I guess, let's just call it a month ago from when this episode is being recorded. So that's interesting. So Trip couldn't be done, likes the tempo, feels it's a better song. Cool Breeze.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even want to get you started, but I'm going to let you get started because I owe you one, brother. So you go right ahead and take your time. Exactly why you want to pick whatever record you want to talk about, and then whatever other song you want to talk about next, bro. Whatever else.
I'm gonna go with Benny the Butcher and J. Cole on this one, man.
Oh, okay. So now let me ask you, like, is it a particular reason, or are you just following your brothers like you usually do? Like, what?
Well,
Oh, that was fast. That was fast. Right?
You see how quick you did that?
You took a little bit longer than I expected. A little bit.
well, listen.
Watch for the hooks, brother, man.
Head on the swivel, Jules. Gotta keep your head on the swivel.
Hey, listen, baby, that's what we do around here every Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna go with that one. I like the video. Also, as I said, the actual song and that flow and that tempo is pretty much what you're gonna get throughout the album. So I think it's a good setup for what you're gonna be listening to down the line with the next track. You kind of know what you're gonna get as far as lyrically with Benny the Butcher. At the end of the day, it's like I said, he's not going to disappoint. I like the album. I like both of them a lot, man. And it was hard to pick, but I'm going to go with Benny and J. Cole on this one.
Fair enough. With Breeze putting his vote there, it officially puts the heavier sided weight on the one side of the room, which is Johnny P's Caddy, featuring J. Cole, putting Benny the Butcher's Tana Talk 4 up on the scoreboard. Round number 1, Benny the Butcher's up ahead, 1-0.